My name's Joseph Pearce and I'm an animation director based in London. I have a short film in competition in Bristol called The Pub. I didn't think I was good enough to be a real filmmaker, so I did animation instead. So it was just a way of me telling stories, and I used a technique where I drew over the top of live action footage, and that became my way into animation, I guess, kind of by accident. I take a lot of inspiration from European cinema, quite a lot, a lot of the kind of dogma movement, if you're familiar with that, kind of Lars von Trier, Thomas Vinterberg. I take a lot of inspiration from the illustration world as well, like illustrators and artists like Aubrey Beardsley and Hockney or Paul Arrigo, so kind of various different sources, kind of outside of animation really. No, I wouldn't really wish animation on anyone because it takes a long time and it's quite boring. I'm very inspired by Jan Svankmajer, who's an animator who's always kind of inspired me, the sort of surreal qualities of his work. My work is very different, but he is the reason I really started animating, so he is sort of animator I kind of look up to. But I don't inspire to be like him, but he certainly is the best, in my opinion. I have caught 2 animation programs and they're really strong. I'm looking forward to seeing Paul Bush's feature film because he used to teach me, and I was also very inspired by his work because he uses animation in very different ways. You know, he thinks of an idea and it doesn't matter what the technique is. He's not a traditional animator, and I like to think that I'm not really a traditional animator either. So I'm very intrigued to see what his feature film will be like, and that's showing later today, I think. So yeah, and just meeting some filmmakers and talking to people is always quite inspiring. So yeah, looking forward to that too. Probably probably Jason and the Argonauts and the Harryhausen animation sequences in that kind of blew my mind. You know, he uses stop frame, but it's very kind of real and textural, and that kind of, it's terrifying and frightening. And you know, I've shown it to 8-year-olds now, and they're still very kind of impressed by it, and I find that really amazing because as a child, you know, it had the same effect on me, and it was made, you know, 40, 50 years ago, so that's kind of really stuck with me. But I think that was before I even knew what animation really was. I just thought it's an amazing film, so yeah, it's a good memory.